Because he looks like me, I should have a child that looks like me. Not everybody has to look like you.
Coming to us from Jackson, Michigan, is Amanda. Now, for the last 3 years, Amanda says her husband, Doug, has done the unthinkable by denying their son, Aries. Now, Doug claims that when he was 19 years old, he was attacked and stabbed in his groin area, and that having kids was out of the question. But that's just one of the many reasons that Doug believes he's not the father. Watch.
My marriage is hanging on by a thread. Every damn day, I have this DNA drama on my mind. All because my wife is a liar and she makes me sick. And now, Aries is paying the price. Let me make this very clear. I'm unable to have children. I was stabbed in the groin when I was younger, making it impossible for me to have children. So explain to me, how the hell could I be the father? She was also sleeping with several other men around the time when she got pregnant. And don't think I forgot about those text messages I saw on your phone. I am angry and tired of Amanda's games. And today, I want the truth, once and for all.
Whoa. What do you think about that, Amanda?
Honestly, Maury, that makes me so livid because this baby is his. Just because he says he got stabbed in the groin doesn't mean that it's not his baby. 8% chance, here's the baby. The 8% chance is his.
So let's go way back. You were kind of innocent childhood sweethearts when you first met, right? I mean, how old were you?
I was 11 the first time I met this man. We went to school together. He was my first kiss, my first hug, my first I love you, all that. You know, we did everything together from the time we were 11 to, I want to say, about 13. And it hurts me that he could be saying all these things.
So you all lost track of each other, and it wasn't until, my gosh, maybe 15 years later, you all reconnected.
Yeah, he found me on Facebook, and we reconnected. We hit it off, and then he come back from Ohio, and he come one night and just never left, and we've been together ever since.
So then, one of the reasons why he thinks he might not be the father is you got pregnant too early.
We were only together for a couple of weeks, and maybe 3 weeks after we were together, I found out I was pregnant with Aries.
It was 2 weeks.
It was not. It was 4 weeks.
And
it was 2 weeks, and that's why I even questioned it in the first place.
It was 4 weeks, and you know it was 4 weeks because we started messing around in March, and I didn't find out I was pregnant until the middle of April.
Whatever.
Okay.
You can say whatever all you want.
Did you ever think that he would turn on you after you told him you were pregnant?
No, because when I told him this was, this is his first kid, so he was excited, smiled, and didn't give me any kind of idea that he didn't think it was his. He was just ecstatic. Went through the whole pregnancy with me, all the baby showings, all that you do. He was in through all the testing, you name it. He was there through the whole thing. I can't believe that he would do this to me and our kids.
And then it all changed when you brought him Aries home, right, from the hospital.
Yeah, we got home and it seemed like everything was going to mellow out, and then all of a sudden he's too pale skinned. The hair color is not his. Because he looks like me, I should have a child that looks like me. Not everybody has to look like you.
Are you trying to tell me there's no similarity there, Amanda?
No, there is. He's got his eyes. He says he's too fat. I'm sorry. He comes up with I'm thick. I'm not a skinny person. And DNA don't judge on weight.
He also says he looks too white, too pasty.
I'm pasty. He gets it from me. I should have at least one child that looks like me.
Maury, listen, I'm Greek. You know what I'm saying? I go in the sun for a day and I come back golden. You know, you put that baby out in the sun for 10 minutes, it's gonna come back looking like a lobster.
And he gets that from his mama, because I'm the same way.
Whatever.
Wow. I never knew the sun could determine whether you're the father or not, but, maybe it did. Meanwhile,
exactly, Maury.
With all this back and forth, you all got married. How come?
Yeah, I thought if we got married, it would change everything for him to know that I was for him. I only wanted to be with him. I wanted to grow old with him, build a family, and make it work. And I thought it was going to make it work, but it didn't. It just ended up blowing up in my face, and it got worse from then on.
Didn't you kick him out at one time? No?
I love her, but I don't think that's my kid. I'm just saying.
I did kick him out at one point in time because we were fighting nonstop, and I couldn't deal with it no more. It wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for the baby. It wasn't healthy for him. So it was just best that we separated for a little while to try to figure out what we were going to do next.
I left because she couldn't stop lying, and she was always telling stories. That's why I left.
You're so full of it. I did
not
tell any kind of stories. Yeah, I kicked you out. You can keep telling what you want to tell.
Hanging on by a thread, the marriage is, right?
Yes, hanging on by a thread, Maury. I don't know. I honestly don't know if this kid ain't mine. I can't say whether I want to be in this relationship or not.
Is all the problems in the marriage because of the child?
I mean, it stems from that, Maury, because in the beginning, everything was good.
This is a marriage. This isn't a relationship. This hurts me so bad. I don't understand that.
Let's go back. What happened at 19 years old?
Maury, so when I was 19, I was, I had got into a situation. I got stabbed in my lower abdomen area. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen the doctor, he told me that, that there was an 8% chance that I would even be able to have kids. On top of that, I, before I was with Amanda, I wasn't no goody two shoes. I slept with a lot more younger and way more fertile women, and I barely ever used condoms, and I ain't never get nobody pregnant. But out of nowhere, I sleep with this girl 3-4 times. Next thing you know, she's pregnant, and I'm the dad.
But why did you wait to tell her?
Are you crazy? This is your kid.
Why did you wait to tell her all this after Aries was born?
Because at first, I thought maybe, if it was my kid, I want to be there for him. You know what I mean? But then after he's born, I see
he
him,
always comes up with excuses,
like
Maurice. That's just it.
He don't look nothing like me, man. This baby
yes, he does.
Is 3 years old, and he looks like he's 6.
Just because he looks like he's 6 doesn't mean he ain't yours.
Okay.
Man,
also,
that kid is way too big to be my kid, man.
Also, the timing apparently has thrown you off. It was too quick.
Yeah, I mean, how do I know that ain't, somebody that she was sleeping with before me or her
I wasn't
previous
sleeping
baby
with
daddy?
nobody else before
For
you.
all I know, Maury, that could be your baby.
That ain't Maury's baby. It's your baby.
If I was,
I've been with a lot more younger women than her who are ready to have kids.
Don't hate because I'm
never
fertile.
gotten pregnant.
If I was the father of every guy who told me I could be the father, I'd have a stadium full of kids. Okay.
Mike.
And then apparently you caught her deleting stuff on her phone, right? And that gave you suspicion.
You didn't catch me deleting nothing. You said I was deleting stuff.
Listen, Maury. Listen, I took her to a doctor's appointment. She left her phone in the car. Next thing you know, her phone's blowing up, right? There's all these messages between her and her cousin talking all this about me, but ain't no messages before it, so I could tell she was deleting the messages. On top of that, I seen all types of messages from different dudes in her phone with no messages from her. But
you're so full
all
of
these
that.
Messages from these guys, you know what I'm saying? So how do I know
there was
one
no
of these other guys, baby?
Why do the messages matter? I'm your wife.
Apparently you've had a lot of experience, Doug, with all these so-called red flags, right?
Yeah, I mean, when I grew up, I seen this in my family. I'm not new to this. People can't just stay with one person. They always want to sleep with their man's friend, and then sleep with their man's friend's friend, and then it's ridiculous.
Can I put it to you this way, Doug?
Listen, Maury, before you read the results, if this is his baby, I want him to apologize to me for all the hell that he has put me through for the last 4 years when I've done nothing but cook, clean, take care of him and the babies, and ask for really nothing in return.
Amanda,
if it's my kid, I'll do that.
You look stupid. I need the apology.
Amanda, I was going to say that, okay? All right, you didn't have to say that. I was going to say that. Here we go. In the case of 3-year-old Aries, Doug, you are the father.
Yes.
I told you. Now you owe me an apology.
Well, guess what? The 8% chance came in.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just going to make sure that I keep, being there for my son. And to be honest, I would like to, double check and make sure that Dante,
I want you
boy,
to apologize. How dare you? We just found out this one was yours. Now we got to do it with another one?
What are we talking about?
I have a...
You know what, Maury? I'm coming back.
You are not the father.